I've journeyed with a lot of people in my team for a number of years now, and we've connected to a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and this book and this system. There's some great things out there thanks to the internet and just being able to travel cheaply. It's just been a phenomenal journey. Well, we connected to this woman's work, and I can tell you, it is simple, it is straightforward, and the results are instant. How you think and how you feel because you connect to her work are instant. So I've seen some beautiful shifts in my teamwork. So I really wanted her to come and share a little bit tonight. And she has a fabulous business. Can you imagine having a business called Joyous Renegade? Her website is called joyousrenegade.com, and she does lots of workshops. They are extraordinarily affordable. She is one of the most vibrant, joyous people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. She also is Howard's wife. So please welcome Miriam.
So I'm glad to be here tonight. And actually, Howard and I have been in USANA just 10 weeks today.
Yay!
And
I forgot to introduce you as a platinum pay setter.
Oh, yes. We're platinum pay setters. We just made Believer last week. And what else is there? I'm on the 4th day of the reset. So that's great news too. So what I want to talk to you about, Karen said it's all about what we think. And I remember when I first met her, she was talking about this amazing USANA convention, this grand party that happens every year. And she said at the last convention where they honor all the top people, the top achievers, the people that did really well, she said there was one person that was honored as the top income earner. And she walked across the stage, and this woman had such colossal results. She had achieved financial results that had never been achieved before, a ranking of 13-star director. I mean, she was amazing. And she walked across the stage, and Karen says, they asked her, what was her secret? And she said, belief and focus. And so as I was thinking about which thing to talk about tonight, I thought, how can we know if our beliefs are on track, that what we're thinking about, what we're believing is going to get us to our goals? And how can we know if our focus is on track to get us going towards our goals? So I'm going to talk about the basics of how to understand that a little bit. So in this short talk, I'm going to tell you how you can tell if you're on track to your goals or not.
Woohoo!
And then I'm going to show you a really cool exercise on how to actually get in the place where you are on track to your goals. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Okay. So if there was an advisor that you could call on that had incredible wisdom and knew the path from where you are to where you want to go, you'd want to know about what that was, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you want to consult someone who knows the path from where you are to where you want to go? Well, you do have something inside of you, what Janine calls your greatness, what some people call your divinity, some people call it your inspiration. We all have this inside of us, and this inspiration that we have inside of us knows the path from where we are to where we want to go. And 24/7, we're getting signals about how to get there. And there's something we do all day, every day, that we don't give much thought to, that is influencing our path, and that is our feelings. How many here have heard of the law of attraction before? You can raise your hand. Some people have heard of it, some people haven't. Maybe you don't know really what it is. Law of attraction basically says that like vibrations come together. And we're all energy beings. In a nutshell, we're energy beings, energy vibrates, and like vibrations come together by law of attraction. What the hell does that mean? We're vibrating. Oh, it says we're vibrating. What does that mean? Well, it means we're all putting out a signal. And what we're putting out in terms of what energy is going out is being matched by an equal energy coming back. So have you ever noticed, if you're worried about something, usually when you're worried about something, worried about getting sick, worried about losing your job, worried about paying the mortgage, paying the rent, do you ever notice when you're in a feeling like that, you have very low energy? And there's other feelings like that, right? Despair feels low, anger feels low. You just have these feelings. Depression feels really low. That's the worst thing you could feel. Grief, those things feel awful. On the other hand, if you're feeling really good, if you're excited, if you're juiced about what you're doing, if you're inspired and optimistic and hopeful and passionate, well, those things feel really good. They have a high vibration. So one of the things that you can tell about what your signal is that you're putting out is your feelings tell you that. It's the way you feel. You feel low. It's a low vibration, a low feeling. You feel high, like that old Beach Boys song. You know, I don't know if any of you remember. Maybe I shouldn't sing it. I'm picking up good vibrations. Well, you know, that was good energy, right? You know, you're familiar with that. And in other words, law of attraction is sometimes expressed as what you focus on expands. Right? What you focus on, what you put attention to, expands. And even Albert Einstein said, your imagination is your preview of your coming attractions. So what's in your mind that you're focused on? So this guidance that we have within us is always letting us know whether we're on the path or not. And to know how you're on the path, when you're doing something that feels good or thinking something that feels good, like you're excited to call somebody, or you're excited to go out with a friend, or you're excited about building your business, in the moment that you're having those kind of thoughts, you are moving towards your dreams, your goals. But when you're thinking, oh, I can't pick up that phone, I can't pick up that phone, I don't know what to say. What if they reject me? What if they yell at me? I can't do that. And when you're thinking thoughts like that, you're headed away from your goals. And it kind of makes sense, right? You know, with an attitude like I can't pick up the phone, you're not going to get to your goals. So what if there was a way that you could shift the way you feel from a place of anxiety and frustration to feeling really good so that you can pick up the phone? Would you like to know about that?
Yeah.
Okay, I need a volunteer. Okay, Drummond. Come to the front.
Drummond McDougall, everyone!
Drummond.
Yes, my dear.
Thank you for volunteering to come up here with me. These people are friendly, don't worry.
So pretend you're comfortable on the stage there.
Okay. So Drummond, is there anything in your business that gives you some anxiety or makes you feel tense or puts knots in your stomach that you can think about?
Well, I was thinking of a few things as you were speaking, if you don't mind me going through them. Like this morning was one of those days where the energy was low.
Yes.
I had the mortgage to deal with. I had the visa that needs to be paid, and it's a little higher than I expected.
Yes.
And so I was in all this dense stuff going on, and we had a family pet that died a week or so ago, and of course, who has to arrange the cremation this morning? So I was doing all these things, and I'm going, wow, you know, I'm not gonna get to that joyous place where creation takes place. I'm way far away. So I did some things that got me going. I went to the shower. That's a good start.
My favorite place to get good ideas.
Yeah. Great idea. I do my best thinking and singing and everything else in the shower.
Yep.
So and I brought my iPhone and I put it on Songza, which is this
Yep.
cool app that you can pick any tunes you want.
Music.
I dialed in Motown.
Yes.
And
Another
I
great
turned it
way
up.
to raise your vibration.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I was in the shower doing one of these
Yep.
to start with, which is great.
Yep.
And then I came out and then I used one of these interesting techniques that you introduced me to.
Okay. Well, we're going to do one live here on the stage.
Okay.
All right. So what have you got that's bothering you in some way, that gives you anxiety, that puts a knot in your stomach?
Well, I think when I'm in the low place that I was in this morning, the thought of getting on the phone or picking up the phone, and I think that's a relevant thing in any business scenario. So.
Okay. So what were you thinking? Why
Well,
did you not pick up? Why didn't you just pick up the phone?
Well, you know, a little procrastination, or geez, I'm just not, you know, anybody will be able to hear my energy is just yuck, and it doesn't matter what words I throw at them, they'll go, yeah, but, you know,
Yeah.
your energy sounds yucky, and you don't really sound behind that, buddy, you know. I don't think I really believe what you say, so it's like, oh, they won't believe what I say anyway.
So they won't believe what you say, and what else?
Well, and that fear, I guess along with that comes if you're not in a place where you're feeling attractive energetically, then people will blow you off, or they'll reject you, or they won't,
Yeah.
You have maybe one opportunity with somebody you think is important. You think, that's the other thing, think is important. And that you may blow that chance, and so I better not do it now because of course I'm not feeling very attractive. So those kinds of negative thoughts.
That's a really good description. Thank you. So when you're down in the dumps like this, you're feeling miserable, you're feeling anxious, you're at a very low vibration, and if you stay in that place, you're not attracting good things. That's good. Your coming attractions are not very good. So if you want to shift what's coming to you, your future attractions, as Albert Einstein says, you have to shift the way you feel. You have to find a way to lift your mood up to get back into that good energy, right?
Right.
So, and he mentioned a few ways that he does that. He does that, with music. That's one of my favorites too. Anything to raise your mood is going to probably be helpful.
Yep.
Go for a walk, go for a run, Zumba dancing, whatever helps. But there's another thing that I teach people about, because I'm really about teaching people how to shift the way they feel by changing their thoughts. And so we're going to do a tool to change how you feel about picking up that phone.
Cool.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
So the tool is called What If Up. And you might have noticed that when he was talking about what was bothering him, he was talking about the things he was worried that would happen, right? Worried like negative goal setting. Worried is like thinking about what you don't want to happen, right? Right? It's even pre-illness. If you worry a lot about something, you can get an illness too. So we're going to shift that. So we're going to start with what if up. What if up is like the opposite of what he was doing before, which I call what if down. So we're going to do what if up now, Drummond, okay?
Perfect.
Okay, so now you're feeling kind of low, you're kind of miserable, and you know you got to change it. So the first thing, you got to be aware that you're actually doing it. You got to notice the way you feel. So what would you call that?
Well, just a little melancholy, maybe even the spectrum goes to the depressed side of things or whatever.
Yeah, it's just really low.
Yeah,
it's
really
just yeah. And when you're feeling low, do you know what to say even to the people you talk to?
No, but in this process, I think one of the things I wanted to say, to add to what you're saying, is that just as the process of getting into the lower vibrations is a gradual one. You think one thought, and then you think a couple more bad ones, and a few more bad ones.
Yes.
And it's not a boom, boom, it's just sort of
it's a downward spiral, right?
And the same thing with the what if up. What if up?
It's an upward spiral.
Is an upward spiral. So you never, like you've said before, you never start sort of up
That's
there.
true.
You start with just
That's
something
true.
that's very possible, very real. Like
that's a good place to start.
What if what if I just went into my office?
Yeah.
What if I just checked out a few names and looked at some of the some of the writings that I've done before that were positive, just to sort of get a better feeling, And what if I put on a little Motown?
Okay. Yes.
If I asked my wife to come and dance.
Yes.
And what if I started feeling a little bit better? And
what if I could just relax about picking up that phone, not make it such a big deal?
Yeah.
What else?
And what if I came upon a name of an old friend, and I thought, I can call him just about anything, And so why don't I just pick up the phone and phone him? And
what if you find somebody that would be easy to talk to, that feels good to talk to?
And what if the person that I phoned was thinking about me?
Oh, that'd be really cool, wouldn't it? They're thinking about you. What else?
Cool.
Yeah.
What if they wanted me to call?
What if they were really excited
They're
that
sitting on their ass going,
whoa, when is Drummond going to call?
Pump me up here. I'm really bummed,
Yes.
And what if I called and he was like, hey, Drum, how are you?
Well, I'd be so excited to hear from you.
Exactly.
Yes.
And he's like interested in anything I have to say.
Exactly.
In particular, something about, what I want to talk about.
Exactly. And so, Drummond, you're feeling so good, and so how do the words come out?
Well, the words just come out flowing out, and the words are always there when I need them, the right words, the right nuances. And what if the kinds of things that I said really touched him?
What if you touched him in a way that he really got it?
Exactly. And the words just coming out perfectly, and I just had that energetic nuance that I knew exactly what it was that he wanted and how much would be good, and just really probed him well with the right, what's going on in your life? Hey, what's happening? What are you doing? Oh.
Yep. So you made a good connection. And what if he was glad to hear from you? And what if he what?
What if he as we were talking and as I was finding out more about what was going on with him, he said, "Remember you told me about that reset thing, you know?"
Sure. What if he asked you about the company?
Tell me about that. Remember that? I really remember that. You know, the other day when I was pounding the end of the cake, the third cake over Christmas, I was thinking, God, you know, I should really talk to Drummond about that reset.
Of course. Yes.
And what if he said, you know what? Me and my brother were talking about that, and his wife and him and me and my wife want to do it. So why don't you send us 4 packs?
There you go. There you go. And what's even better than that? What if?
And what if he just pulled out his credit card right there and said, here's a credit card. Do whatever you want with it, big guy.
Yes.
Buy one for yourself, though.
There you go. So what else? So now you've just off the phone, and how do you feel?
Feel great.
Yeah.
We were laughing, and I'm going, God, that was the easiest sale I ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You got an order there, right?
Got a good order.
Got a good order, and how does that make you feel about calling the next one?
Feels great. Next one, I'm on the phone like right away. It's like, let's keep this roll going. Okay.
All right.
What if I'm waiting for that time and thinking, you know, I'm getting a little peckish, and I'm looking forward to one of those bars and just to feel satisfied again, keep my blood sugar even. And what if I was excited about that?
Yeah. And what if it felt good? What if it helped your energy solid?
Yeah. And afterwards, I didn't have a little, time. I just kept going and I'd get more energy and
more energy, make more phone calls.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly. More people phoning me. More people phoning me. How about that? Why do I have to make a freaking phone?
Exactly. So what if people started calling you Drummond?
Exactly. I just put out a phone me.
There you go. I mean, you're taking the bars. You have lots of energy everywhere you go. People want to talk to you. Hey, what's this radiance from it? What if they start coming to you and asking, what are you taking?
Exactly.
How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what if you find that this business just gets easier and easier? You show up somewhere and you just are radiant. You're amazing.
Exactly.
People come for you. How about that?
What if this whole concept that life has to be hard work is ridiculously non-existent and that it's actually easy and fun?
How about that? What if it just gets more easy and fun and you enjoy it more as you go along? How about that?
Exactly.
How about that?
That'd be
That sounds
great.
good. That's a good one to come.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you. So there it is. That's the tool. When you notice that your thoughts are in the toilet, your attractions that are coming to you are not so great. You know, when you are like in a yucky place, that's like saying, "Gosh, I'm driving in traffic. Please get me to where all the traffic is tied up, or please help me hit the car in front of me, or I really want to stub my toe now, or I want to have a real bad argument. I want my husband to scream at me for everything I say tonight." When you're in a bad mood, that's what you're attracting. You know, so you've got to find a way to lift your mood. Even if you know nothing about law of attraction, if you understand that if you want to do this business or get to any dream that you want, whatever dream it is, if you can find a way to feel good on the journey there, to feel good now, you will get to the goal a lot faster. It even affects what you eat. I mean, you know, if you just eat these things and you don't pay attention, like Janine was saying, to be mindful, if you eat something when you're stressed, your body can't even use it as well. Even the most wonderful organic foods, if you're stressed, or you're angry, your body's not able to use them as well. So do good things for your body and take the time to come back to peace and raise the way you feel. And I should also say, you can't really, if you're in a really low space, you can't jump to joy all at once. That's why you might have noticed in the what if up, we start pretty close to where you already are. So if something's bothering you, you might have to start with, what if I could just relax about this a little bit? What if I didn't make this such a big deal right now that I'm not picking up the phone? What if I go for a run and that helps me feel better and then I'll be in a better space? So what if this? What if that? You're reaching for those possibilities. Instead of the negative spiral, you got the positive spiral going. When you shift the way you feel and you start to tune up, you're tuning up into your power. Think about that. Because your joy is your power. Because the divine being inside of you that knows the path from where you are to where you want to go it'll communicate that to you by your feelings. Feel good, you're on the path to your dreams. Don't feel good, you're just moving away from them. So make it determination to feel good. So those are the two things I wanted to cover. Have a successful business.